It was another stunning day in the Ceres Rally on Saturday the 9th of May, where round 3 of the Western Province Rally Championship was about to kick off. 20 teams were declared ready for action, and this included no less than 4 visiting Namibian combinations.
You know, some of the South African competitors, he goes up to the Ceres Rally yearly, and because of that, they said that they would like to come and do a regional event down in the Cape. And because they have a sort of an off time at the moment, that is, they saw their way open to come down here. So we've got 4 teams from Windhoek and Walvis Bay motor clubs present here on this event.
We've been looking forward to this event for some time now. We made the arrangements early this year, and yeah, we're happy to be here, and it's a privilege for us to take part in this rally event.
I'm quite excited to be here. I've been looking forward to come and race in South Africa for a long time. I've looked at the DVDs. It's going to be a fast rally is all I can say. I'm going to really try my best just to keep on the road, as everybody is telling me. And I think it's going to be an awesome rally because I can't wait anymore.
We've got the pace, but we just want to try and finish today. Today is very technical, I think, so we're going to take it slow from the start and then steadily progress and see if we can get a good finish.
There's 1 or 2 Namibians that we want to give a run for their money there, but I don't think we can take on the S2000. That's out of our league. But then again, one never knows. The rally's long and the rally's tough.
We're starting off with 2 stages without service, so we'll see how we're running after those first 2 stages and then decide what we need to do further for the rest of the event.
We're going to look at the first 3 stages, and then if there's anything to go by, then we'll take chances after that.
Dankbaar was the 12.45 kilometre opening stage of the event, and it was John and Weston Pizer who simply blasted their way to a special stage victory in their Subaru, a full 1 minute and 9 seconds faster than the Toyota Auris of Namibian duo Richard Slamet and Wits Coetzee. 2013 Namibian Rally champions Alan Martin and Berto Mostert slotted into second place after the 24.39 kilometre Driefontein Stage 2 and looked to be serious challengers in unfamiliar territory. Unfortunately, they would fall foul of a deep washaway near the end of the 14.35 kilometre Erfdeel Special Stage 3, and their S2000 Polo was forced to retire from the event with irreparable damage to the left rear suspension. Jan Everson and Fani Boetis immediately stepped up as the new challengers, but though they were gunning for second overall after Special Stage 3, their mighty effort came to an end with a broken side shaft on the 14.35 Lasterdrift Special Stage 4. Having not driven their new car prior to this event, their effort was truly commendable as the Dave Engel WBMC Volkswagen Polo Viva looked at ease on the stages and clearly had enough reserves to mount a serious challenge. Sadly, both the Walvis Bay teams were reduced to the role of spectators. There were many supporters lining the spectator points to capacity, and the atmosphere was tangible from within the cars. This was rallying the way it should be. Going into Special Stage 4, Keenan Sasman and Derek Jacobs were tied in an intense battle with Lawrence and Nina van Rensburg for second place overall. Keenan pushed the Toyota to its absolute maximum in order to move ahead of the husband and wife team. The real surprise on Special Stage 4 came from a resurgent Sean Jones and Craig Gray on fresh rubber, spoiling the 100% record of the Pizer father and son combination. Mark Avis de Bisson had to withdraw as navigator shortly before the event, and Craig Gray found himself strapped into the suicide seat. Not having had any time for the navigator to familiarise himself with Sean's driving style caused a misunderstanding which saw the Scooby end up amongst the rocks, causing 2 punctured tyres, resulting in a massive loss in time on Special Stage 1, and an overall victory was gone in an instant. Completing the challenging 24.39 kilometre Swartmoed stage, reverse direction of Special Stage 2 as the 5th and final stage of the event had John and Weston Pizer continue their dominance of the event by taking another stage win en route to what now has to be their finest result to date. Looking somewhat worse for the wear, the S3 Toyota of Keenan Sasman and Derek Jacobs survived the ordeal to finish a fine second overall and first in class. The young Keenan has been doing consistently well over the past 2 years, and under the mentorship of the experienced Derek Jacobs, this team has become a force to be reckoned with. Lawrence and Nina van Rensburg were well satisfied with third spot on the podium as they continued to reel in those valuable points in their S5 Ford Fiesta. This husband and wife team enjoys every minute of rallying, turning each event into a family outing with the kiddies never far off. Keenan and Lawrence tied after Special Stage 4, but it was a very determined Keenan who pushed hardest to slot into second overall after an entertaining duel. Cecil Koorts and Oscar Scooby did Namibia proud by finishing a fighting fourth overall on their SA debut in the WMK Toyota Run-X, securing a Class S4 victory on their very first event beyond the borders of Namibia. Paul van Wyk and Quinton Swartz managed to get lost, losing 2 minutes on Special Stage 2, and this limited their efforts to a disappointing fifth overall and second in class. Small consolation was the fact that they were the first Witzenberg Motor Club team home. After having a long break from rallying, Charles Stradom and Saki Bosman slowly but surely shrugged off the cobwebs and were starting to look comfortable in the sixth-placed CPMCC Volkswagen Polo. This is in effect an S2000 car limited to front-wheel drive only and is a real monster when driven seriously. Kesavan Naidu had Justin Gay read the notes on this occasion, and the CCMCC Toyota Corolla found itself fifth overall after Special Stage 4, only to drop back with another ailing engine to eventually finish seventh overall. Justin and Brian Hoskins were also making a comeback after a long absence from rallying, pushing hard to finish 8th overall in their class-winning Volkswagen Golf Chico. Anthony Connolly and Randall Murray kept their wheels on the road to finish 9th overall in the rebuilt Volkswagen Polo, posting competitive stage times throughout. 10th overall and 4th in S3 was disappointing for Richard Slamet and Wits Coetzee after their promising stage time on the opening stage. The Namibian combination were caught out twice by rocks on the edge of the stage, resulting in 2 flat tyres, causing them to lose valuable time. A wrong slot on Special Stage 3 and a broken third gear in their sequential gearbox made finishing the event rather trying in their Toyota Auris. Darren and Llewellyn van Grienen lost 13 minutes fixing a damaged wheel after hitting a rock in their Golf Chico. In spite of positive, impressive times, they could only recover to a frustrating 11th overall and first in class. Paul Emmanuel and Robin Benjamin finished 12th in their Volkswagen Polo after a tough event. Abraham Levi and Matthew Kohler were the recipients of the traditional Rosemary Matham Wooden Spoon Award as the final finishers in their Toyota Corolla. An in-car fire cost them more than 10 minutes on Special Stage 1, and a broken front suspension cost them even more time, but they made it to the finish. Trevor Hodges and Ian Thebus had a narrow escape when things went wrong for them in front of hundreds of spectators, not escaping the inevitable sharing of the incident on social media within seconds.
Well, when we coming down that straight over there, we were pushing fast and we hit a couple drift, a jump. Jumped the car, unsettled it, I sort of corrected it, and as I was getting it, it just slipped out again and hit the pole over there. Came on, recovered, coming out of this corner, there was a big rock sitting on the shoulder of the road, and obviously it was over cadovers. Once I hit that rock, it tore the wheel off, and yeah, next time.
Herman Matee and Ruan Reinders spent many hours rebuilding their ancient Datsun GX sedan rally car, but had to retire with a broken suspension and a hole in the sump. Anwar Levi and Jean-Pierre Jacobs had a healthy engine and a fully functional gearbox in their Polo, but for one or other reason could not succeed in selecting any gears on Special Stage 1. Sean Jones and Craig Gray won Special Stage 4, but had to complete the event under Super Rally rules in their Subaru. Llewellyn Jones and Christophe Pichon damaged the indestructible ex-Sean Jones BMW 328i on Special Stage 1 and returned under Super Rally to set second fastest time on Special Stage 5 as consolation.
We don't take it too seriously. We have a lot of fun, we laugh a lot, and we like waving at the spectators.
It went quite well. We're happy with our result. We had a few problems during the day. In Stage 2, we got a bit lost. We took a wrong turn and we ended up driving quite a far distance before we realized that. So we lost about 3 minutes there, and then in the third stage we also had a flat wheel towards the end, but that cost us about a minute. So all in all, we had a bit of bad luck, but that's not too serious. We're happy. We finished second in class and 5th overall, so it was a good day in the office.
Keenan's a good driver, very relaxed, neat lines, no recklessness. So it's a pleasure to ride with him, and he also listens. And despite the fact that he can still learn a little bit more to build his confidence, which we are busy with, he drives with great maturity. And I actually think he's reached the level of his car where he can't actually drive that car any faster now. He now needs to get something faster.
It was a good event. We didn't have any problems. We kept it nice and tidy the whole way through. No problems. The stages were a bit rough in places. They're nice technical stages. I enjoy the Ceres Rally each year because the roads are technical, which I enjoy.
The Ceres event is known as a technical but tough event, and one can only compliment the visiting Namibian crews on a tremendous effort and great sportsmanship. The organisers are hopeful that next year's event will attract an even larger contingency from Namibia, making this key event in the Western Cape Rally Championship a truly international event.